What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future, with energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Swing's the place for you!
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future, with energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Extreme Arena here, the host site of the 2023 State Volleyball Tournament here in Iowa City, Iowa. We are at the 2 o'clock matches. We just had one round. One quarterfinal round is complete. Dowling Catholic, the top overall seed, a 4-set win over West Des Moines Valley. That was here right on court 1. Over on court number 2, in a thriller, it was the Battle of Ankeny. Ankeny Centennial held off a ferocious comeback by Ankeny High and won it in 5 sets. So 2 teams already in the Class 5A state semifinals. Top seed Dowling Catholic and number 2, Ankeny Centennial. Here on court 1, we have the 4-5 matchup. Pleasant Valley taking on Johnston. And Pleasant Valley coming in with a 27-5 overall record. Johnston is 32-6. And over on the far court, over on court 2, they have just started the warm-ups after that 5-set thriller. Number 3 seed Waukee Northwest is taking on number 6 seed Cedar Falls. Our court here on court 1, it is Pleasant Valley, the number 4 seed, taking on Johnston, the number 5 seed. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and we'll set the stage for this quarterfinal matchup. You're watching the Iowa Volleyball State Tournament.
Thanks for joining us for the 2023 Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Volleyball Championship. We hope you are enjoying the competitive action on the court, and we are excited to have President Brent Johnston of the Iowa Farm Bureau here to talk to us about the relationship between Iowa Farm Bureau and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Thanks for joining us, Brent. We want to tell the viewers about Iowa Farm Bureau and the support for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. So Brent, why does Iowa Farm Bureau invest in both the Iowa Girl and our state tournaments?
Yeah, we're absolutely excited to be a part of the volleyball tournament again now. It's been 18 years that we've partnered together, and and it really allows us to showcase the hard work, dedication, and excellence that all these girls put into their sport and their craft. We couldn't be more proud to partner with the Girls Union and now in 18 years with the volleyball tournament and really supporting these kids, these girls that have worked so hard through the years and the decades, honing their craft and playing the sport that they absolutely love. You know, the time and dedication that these kids have put into their sport is absolutely phenomenal, and we're proud to be a part of that sponsorship and part of this collaboration. And you know, these kids, they're not only good on the courts, but they're good in the classrooms too, and they're amongst our nation's brightest and their best.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Brent, for joining us, and thank you, Farm Bureau, for your support of the Iowa Girl. Back to volleyball.
And welcome back to the Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, the host site of the 2023 Iowa High School State Volleyball Tournament. This is the Class 5A. It is the 2 p.m. matchup. Number 4 seed Pleasant Valley taking on the 5 seed Johnston. And again, two teams have punched their ticket already into Wednesday's semifinal. Top seed Dowling Catholic with a 4-set win over West Des Moines Valley. Ankeny Centennial, the number 2 seed, outlasted their city rival Ankeny in a 5-set marathon. So the top 2 seeds have advanced. This is the 4-5 matchup coming up here on court number 1. Let's take a look at the number 4 seed Pleasant Valley Spartans. They were the state runner-up last year, and they were the state champion back in 2021, so they're no strangers to this. But graduation took its toll. They graduated 10 seniors, a very young Spartans team coming in with a 27-5 record, 8-1 in the Mississippi Athletic Conference, and that is a loaded conference. You look at their schedule, they're 3-4 against teams that appeared in the state tournament under head coach Amber Hall in her 13th season overall as a coach, 8th season with the Spartans. And I'll bring in my colleague Austin Oliver. And Austin, Pleasant Valley, no stranger to this state tournament. Runner-up a year ago, state champion 2 years ago. Talk about them. What you know?
Yeah, I was looking through the statistics on the hitters for Pleasant Valley, and there's not really a dominant hitter. It's spread out throughout the whole team. I mean, we have a couple people at 200, some are 187 or 184, 174, and a lot of diversity here. It's not going to be somebody that they're going to be able to key in on for Johnston to be able to set up that block.
You turn the page over to Johnston, the number 5 seed, 32-6, coming in with a very impressive 19-match win streak. This is a team that, believe it or not, they finished 4th in their conference. That kind of tells you how competitive that league is in the CIML. This is a Johnston team making their 11th state tournament. They were the 2007 state champions. First things first, Rick Brooks, he's in his 30th season on the sideline, 30th season as head coach, and he was the head coach back when they won it in 2007. As young as what the Pleasant Valley Spartans team and as balanced as they are, Johnston, a veteran group, and they're led by one of the top hitters in the state, and Ava Helming, a senior. She's putting down 4.8 kills per set. That's best in all of 5A, hitting at a 358 clip.
Yeah, the duo of Ava Helming and Josie Punt are going to be really powerful, as well as Jane Punt in there as a setter. All three of them are seniors this year, so they're going to have a very veteran-laden team coming out there today.
It'll be Johnston taking on Pleasant Valley. We're moments away from the intros of the starting lineup. And again, over on the far court in the other quarterfinal, Waukee Northwest, the number 3 seed, taking on Cedar Falls. That one's a little bit behind schedule, but not too bad. That one will start in about 10 minutes or so. We're going to take one final break, and we'll introduce the starting lineups live here from the Extreme Arena.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future, with energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And welcome back to the Extreme Arena here in Coralville, Iowa, site of the Iowa High School State Volleyball Championship. It is a quarterfinal round, Class 5A. We'll turn it courtside to the introduction of the two teams, Pleasant Valley and Johnston.
Good afternoon, volleyball fans, and welcome to today's 2023 Girls State Volleyball 5A quarterfinal matchup featuring the Johnston Dragons and the Pleasant Valley Spartans. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by the qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Claire Pellet from Atlantic, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Johnston, Brandon Pleasant. And from Pleasant Valley, Cassidy Peterson. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game. Now it's time to introduce our players for today's 5A quarterfinal matchup. First of all, for the Johnston Dragons, here are your non-starters. Number 5, Renee Sozi. Number 6, Nora Haney. Number 8, Willow Schmitz. Number 9, Hannah Hoffman. Number 11, Lila Shaw. Number 12, Hannah Abbey. Number 13, Sydney Bilyeu. And number 19, Claire Holub. Your assistant coaches, Lacey Fulton, Abby Woodside, and Sarah Carter. Now here's your starting lineup. For the Johnston Dragons, a 5'8" junior number 2, Jada Bell. A 6'1" senior number 3, Jasmine Bell. 5'10" senior number 4, Jaden Punt. 6'1" senior number 14, Maeve Raymond. 6-foot senior, number 15, Ava Helming. 5'11" senior, number 18, Josie Punt. Your libero is a 5'9" senior, number 1, Ella Smithson. Head coach for the Dragons, Rick Brooks. And now let's meet the team from Pleasant Valley. Here are the Spartans, the non-starters. Number 1, Reese O'Donnell. Number 2, Hanley Schmidt. Number 3, Abby Statz. Number 4, Marin Willette. Number 6, Ryland Johnson. Number 11, Olivia Hoskins. Number 13, Carson Kelly. And number 17, Addison Alleman. Your assistant coaches, April Rao, Claire Murata, Maddie Glatz, and Marissa Robertson. Now here are your starters for the Pleasant Valley Spartans, a 5'8" junior, number 7, Lauren Brome. 5'11" junior, number 8, Gabriella Reagans. 6'2" junior, number 10, Stella Smith. 5'11" junior, number 12, Haley Aslin. A 6'2" sophomore, number 14, Isabel Kramer. And a 5'11" freshman, number 16, Maisie Swears. Your libero is a 5'4" senior, number 20, Molly Albrecht. Head coach for the Spartans, Amber Hall. Now let me introduce to you our officials for this 5A quarterfinal as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Your first referee, Sean Peterson. Second referee, Jennifer Wick. Line judges, Jill Monell and Maurice Frazier. All right, who's ready for state tournament volleyball?
And welcome back. And we are with you live on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-America Energy as we get ready to start this match. And before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on the screen for their support of the two teams playing in this match today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. 4-seed Pleasant Valley, the Spartans, under head coach Amber Hall, taking on number 5-seed Johnston, the Dragons, and longtime head coach Rick Brooks in his 30th season as the Dragons head coach. Johnston will be wearing the away purple uniforms. If you're watching, Pleasant Valley will be the white uniforms. This is the 4-5 matchup. The winner will advance to the Wednesday semifinal at 10 a.m., taking on where they will play the number 1 team, Dowling Catholic, who just knocked off West Des Moines Valley. Tail of the tape, you look at these two teams. Pleasant Valley, as Austin said, very balanced. They are hitting .255 as a team, and that's 4th best in the league. Johnston, they lead Class 5A, hitting .286, putting down close to 13 kills, also best in 5A. It's the balance and the youth of Pleasant Valley. Johnston, the veteran group, the senior-laden group, led by Ava Helming. It'll be Johnston serving first, and we are nearly underway in this Class 5A quarterfinal. Serve to the outside, set up by Brome. Dug up by Johnston. Johnston will set it up on the right side. Roll shot. Nice dig. And unable to come up with it, though, was Pleasant Valley. Johnston on the board first with the kill.
Yeah, it's going to be important to see which team can get their serve receive in line here at the beginning of the game. It's my second game of the day, but it's everybody's first time out here on the court for a lot of these girls. So that's going to be get that adrenaline out and get the serve receive going for both teams.
And Pleasant Valley sends it over on the middle, and a double contact called on the receive on the dig. And we are tied at 1. Side out for Pleasant Valley. And in to serve for the Spartans, Addison Alleman. Alleman coming in to serve. On the season, 30 aces, which is third most on the team. She is a 5'9" freshman. Serve taken nicely by the libero, Smithson on the right side. Down it goes on the slide. That's Ava Helming from Johnston. And Johnston back in front, 2-1. Helming back to serve. She will play all 6 rotations, mind you, for this Johnston team. Helming leading the team in kills, 64 aces, also a team best number. Hitting it across is Pleasant Valley with a tip right in the middle of the court. Down for the kill, and we're tied at 2.
Yeah, it looks like Johnston will be running a 5-1. I was trying to take a look at the Spartans here for their assists. They look like both teams will be running a 5-1, so we'll just be using one setter. So we'll be looking for those front row dumps from those setters when they get up to the front row.
Albrecht serving, and Johnston unable to control it. Albrecht with the ace serve. And for the first time in this one, Pleasant Valley has the lead, 3-2. Albrecht will continue to serve. Albrecht with 38 aces. That is best on the team. She'll serve it to the far side, taken by Smithson. Here comes a back row attack, hit over by Johnston. Pleasant Valley digging it up. They'll set it up on the right-hand side. Blocked back. Pleasant Valley will try to reload. They'll send it across. Here comes Johnston. They have it in system. They'll go back to the right side to Bell, who puts it away. Jada Bell with the attack and kill. We're tied at 3.
Yeah, I got the Bell sisters side by side in the front row there. I don't know how that would work out with me and one of my siblings, but they seem to work well together.
They are one of 2 sets of sisters on this Johnston team, the others being Jaden and Josie Punt, left side and a setter. Here's the serve by Johnston. Quick attack by Pleasant Valley. Nice dig in the back row. Johnston will send it across. Pleasant Valley in system. They'll throw it outside. Block at the net. Good block by Jada Bell. And Johnston back in front, 4-3.
Jada Bell making her presence noted here with a block and a swing already. Good start for her.
So Bell with the block, first block of the game. Here's the serve from Smithson, the libero. Quick attack out of the middle and putting it away. Nice strong attack. Stella Smith puts it down for the Spartans.
That's one thing that both teams will try to establish is that middle hitter presence so they can free up those outside hitters to get those single blocks. And Pleasant Valley's done a good job of getting that started right away.
Smith with her first kill of the match. Spartan serving. Taken in the back by Helming. And a roll shot. That's punted. She hits it out of bounds. And Pleasant Valley strings together 2 points. They're up 5-4. 5-4 after the attack error by Punt. And serving will be Stats. Abby Stats serving. Quick attack out of the middle. Down it goes. That was Maeve Raymond who puts it away. Her first kill. And we're tied at 5. Have not had a run yet. Willow Schmitz into serve for Johnston. Schmitz serves it down the far side. Quick attack out of the middle, putting it away. That was Smith again. Stella Smith with back-to-back kills, her second, and a side out for Pleasant Valley.
Wasn't the strongest hit, but a little bit of a change of pace there. Pushed it right around the block and hit almost right on the line.
Maisie Swears goes back to serve. Swears with 36 aces on the season. Played by Smithson. Goes to the slide to the right-hand side. Down it goes. Maeve Raymond puts it away once again. And we're tied at 6 as these teams continue to trade points. Josie Punt now will drop back to serve. Punt is 5'11 senior on the outside, averaging close to 4 kills per set. Has 13 aces on the season. To the near side. Set goes over on the second ball. Punt covers. Here comes the set to the middle. Blocked back by Pleasant Valley. Johnston reloads on the outside. Dug up nicely by the libero Albrecht. Back row attack. Dug up by Smithson. Another quick attack, and that's going to go out of bounds. They're asking for a touch, and they'll be granted. Point for Johnston.
Yeah, Johnson's running setter out of front row right now, so it's going to give them some flexibility in the middle to run those slides to the outside or the quicks in the middle to keep those blockers off kilter.
Here comes another serve by Johnston. They're back in front by 1. 7-6 is the score. Set goes to the middle, and punching it through the double block was Stella Smith, getting her 3rd kill, and we're tied at 7. Smith will go back to serve now for the Spartans. Reagans will take over in the middle, Gabby Reagans, and that serve goes into the net, and a free point for the Dragons. They're in front, 8-7. 8-7, Johnston with the lead. Set number 1 in this best-of-5 match. We're at the Extreme Arena. Thank you for joining us. Here comes the Johnston serve. And the serve from Bailu. Set goes outside, cross court. Good dig by Bailu. Johnston a little out of system. They'll send it to the back row. Dug up by the Spartans. They'll set up left side attack. Hitting it over was Swears. Little joust at the net. Johnston gets it back on the outside. We're going to have a double contact. Double contact called on the Johnston setter, and a side out and point for the Spartans.
Just tried to get that one out there to the outside a little bit too quickly and didn't get a solid contact on the ball.
So the Spartans get the side out. We're tied at 8. I think we've been pretty much tied at every number. Neither team has built up more than a 1-point lead. Pleasant Valley to serve. And here comes the serve by the Spartans. Here's the set. Set goes to the right side. Big swing on the right side. That was Hellman. And it was touched by the Spartans. It'll be a point. Dragons. Johnston with the point on the kill from Helming.
Helming did a nice job of just using that block on the outside to tool it and put it out of position for any of the defenders to get back in there.
The setter punt back to serve. Set goes outside. It's blocked back by the Dragons. Spartans will reload. Another block by the Dragons. That's Bell doing the work up at the net. Right side, blocked back by Bell. 3 straight blocks. Somehow the Spartans keep it alive. Bell now will attack out of the middle, and she puts it away. What a point by Johnston, led by Jasmine Bell.
The blocking definitely was on display, full display there for the Dragons. And tell you what, the Spartans were game there, just recycling it off that block and putting it back up there again, but just weren't able to scrap that one up at the end.
Got a block on the left, the middle, and the right. It was all there. Here comes the serve by the setter punt, and she will get an ace. Aces in today's match are brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today.
The libero was just a little bit indecisive of how she was going to take that, either with her hands or with her platform, and ended up kind of in between both of them.
Largest lead for either team, a near overpass, and it's going to be set outside to the left. Dragons are going to get it in system. Punt to the middle. Bell blocked. Good block by Reagans. Gabby Reagans puts it away. And a much-needed side out for Pleasant Valley. In the serve will be Addison Alleman. We've been through one full service rotation now. Alleman will go back to serve. Spartans trailing by 2. A little bit of a delay. I think we're set to go now.
I think they're asking for a clarification from the captain, talking to the referee. I'm not sure about what, but the Dragons want an explanation about something.
Alleman serve to the far side. Bump set by Bell. It's going to be hit over by Jada Bell. Goes out of bounds. And a point for the Spartans. They're within 1 at 11-10. Johnston right now hitting 31%, 21% for Pleasant Valley. About getting to the halfway point. Here comes the serve by Alleman, and there's an ace. Ace by Addison Alleman, their first ace. We're tied once again at 11. Alleman back to serve again. Put together 2 straight points. Last time being an ace serve. And this one is an overpass hit over. Pleasant Valley will get it. Here's a right side attack. Blocked back by Bell. Bumped back over by the Spartans. Point, Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, off of the block by Johnson. It was just a simple reaction on the Spartan side. It just was one touch. It went right back over, right over the top of the block, and got the points for the Spartan.
So Alleman with a nice service run for Pleasant Valley. 12-11. They retake the lead. Set goes to the right side. Cross court. Diving get. Here comes Pleasant Valley. They'll attack on the left side. Run down by the Dragons. Outside. Hit over by Helming. Dug up by Pleasant Valley. They'll send it over from the back row. Dug up by Smithson. Set goes back outside. Helming, cross court. Dug up by the Spartans. Outside. That is Hulot. Hulot puts it. Oh, but it's blocked by Bell.
Blocked, yep.
And a side out. We're tied at 12. Bell's been very active, Jasmine Bell. And now serving will be Helming as Punt rotates to the front. Josie Punt to the left side. Helming will play the back row. Good, powerful serve there. Battle for it at the net, and a back row attack called against Pleasant Valley. Point Johnston.
Yeah, Center jumped as high as she could, trying to keep that on her side, but there was a block there as well. So as soon as that went off the block, it was going to be considered a back row attack.
Back in front are the Dragons. Another booming serve by Helming. And Pleasant Valley sends it across. Smithson with a diving save. Set goes outside. That's Punt. Dug up by the Spartans. On the attack is Swears, and she puts it away. Maisie Swears with the kill. And a side out. We're tied at 13. Swears with her first kill. Back to serve will be Albrecht, the libero. Molly Albrecht to serve. Serves it to the back. Helming hitting it over was Bell, and Jasmine Bell with another attack and point. 14-13. Back in front is Johnston.
Nice little power tip in the middle. Good tempo in the middle. Looked good for the Johnston Dragons.
Smithson back to serve for Johnston. Trying to build on that 1-point lead. Smithson to the back corner. Set up by Brome. Dragons will send it to the back. Got a back row attack inbounds. Believe it was Helming again, just inbounds. And another point for the Dragons.
That wasn't your conventional back row attack,
Whoa.
but she made the adjustment and just had a good snap and put that right 2 or 3 tiles into the back row.
Judging by that attack, I think she's done that once or twice to be able to do that. Smithson, cross court. Set goes to the right side. Tipping it over, diving save by Johnston. They'll go back row attack with Helming again. Got it! Helming with another attack, her 4th kill. 16-13 Johnston.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it there. So they went that back row again and had some success again with it.
16-13, now a 4-point run here by Johnston. This is the 4-5 matchup. The winner faced number 1 seed Dowling Catholic. Serve to the back row. Bump set by Brome. Right side attack into the net. They're going to rule that it was not touched. Did not clear the net. Another point for Johnston. Their best run of the match. And they are up by 4. Timeout called by Pleasant Valley. Bay Fan Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Also, fans, official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on the screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style.
Nice little run by the Dragons there to lead to that timeout. It's been the biggest lead of the match for either team.
Johnston right now hitting .364, just 3 errors in 22 attempts. Very efficient. And again, they're one of the top hitting teams statistically in Class 5A, hitting above their 29% coming in.
In a first set that's pretty surprising, coming into the state tournament. It's usually when we have that first maybe 10, 15 points, there's going to be a lot of errors. It just hasn't happened for the Dragons.
Serving will be the libero, Smithson. Out of the middle. There's a block put back by Raymond. And Pleasant Valley's going to reload. Into the net it goes. Point Johnston as they now lead 18-13 in set number 1.
That Johnson block is going to be something that's going to be on the mind of the Spartans every time that they take a swing, which is just changes the game completely for you. You're going to have to do some roll shots to get that block off of them a little bit, and hopefully they can use the tool on as much as they can as well off the top of that block.
Smithson continues the run serving. Set by Punt to the right side. That's Bell has it blocked back. Now a left side attack, hit over by Punt. Joust at the net, and Pleasant Valley, they needed that. They're going to put it down. That's Stella Smith, the middle hitter. Her 4th kill, side out, Pleasant Valley. 18-14. Stella Smith leading the way for the Spartans with 4 successful kills. Abby Stats will serve. Stats serves it deep. It's played by Helming in the back row. Out of the middle, that's Raymond. Dug up by Albrecht. She'll bring it to the front row. Dragons will have it in system. Outside, punt. Down the line, good dig by the Spartans. Into the block, and what's the call? It's going to be point Johnston.
Yeah, four hits off of that. Just went to the top of the tape and went straight down rather than getting in, touching one of those blockers. So a point for the Dragons.
That block really starting to bother Pleasant Valley. Even if Johnston doesn't touch it, it's big and imposing, forces an error there. Here's the serve by Johnston. Attack out of the middle, just inbounds. Nice strong attack by Smella Smith. Cut it around the block beautifully.
Exactly what the Spartans needed there to get things going in the right direction. I think they need to establish that middle, like I said earlier in the broadcast here, to get that outside opened up a little bit and slow that block down.
Smith will now rotate to the back row. She'll serve. Set goes outside. Here's punt. Down the line. Long run for the setter. And the Spartans will send it over. Here come the Dragons. Here's a right side attack to Raymond. Out of bounds. No touch. And a point for the Spartans.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication on that slide set to the outside. Just didn't connect up well with it. And Raymond sends it out of bounds.
Smith back to serve again. Gabby Reagan's in the front row, front middle spot. Out of system. Johnston, left side, doesn't matter. Strong attack by Josie. Punt puts it through. 20-16, Johnston with a 4-point lead. Punt with her first kill. And she will back to serve as Helming will rotate to the front. Punt, serving. Played by the Spartans. They'll set it up on the outside. Swears diving save by Smithson. Out. Back row punt. And we got a player in the net against the Spartans. Point for the Dragons. 21-16 Johnston. And another timeout as Pleasant Valley will call their second and final timeout. Fans official state tournament merchandise now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org. Browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. 21-16 is the score. Johnston with a 5-point lead, and Pleasant Valley now calling their final timeout, out of timeouts for the rest of this set. 21-16 is the score. It's a best of 5. The winner will advance to the semis on Wednesday, where they'll play top seed Dowling Catholic, who defeated West Des Moines Valley in a 4-set match here on Court 1 just prior to this one. Over on the other court, Waukee Northwest and Cedar Falls, 3-6 match. Still in the set. First set there, 18-11. I believe Waukee Northwest with the lead there. Ava Helming, Chase, take that back. Josie Punt back to serve. Helming is in the front row. So this is Punt back to serve. Pleasant Valley needs a side out. They'll go to the middle to Stella Smith. Dragons will send it over with the back row. Here comes Pleasant Valley on the left side. Keeping it alive is the Dragons. They tip it over, and it's returned back by the setter, Brome. Back row attack coming. Little ping pong there. Spartans are going to extend the play. Dug up by Punt. Right side, hitting it over the block, Raymond. And a double contact, or 2 hits. Double contact called and a side out Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, pretty close call there, but it's a referee's judgment call, and you have to go with what they say and make your adjustments from there.
So Pleasant Valley coming out of the timeout, they get a side out, and they will serve right side attack. And putting it away is Raymond. Raymond with the attack and kill, her third, and a side out Johnston.
Raymond just took that ball right down the line and put it right on that baseline. Nice play by her.
Ballou serving for the Dragons, now just 3 points away from this first set win. Ballou serving, it's played by Albrecht. Outside it goes, down the line it goes. That was Kramer with the kill. And a side out and point for the Spartans. Kramer back to serve. Will be Brome, the setter. Spartans will get the extra attacker up front with the setter in the back. Here's Lauren Brome serving. A near ace. Good dig by Smithson. Sets it up on the right side. Overpass. Pushed down at the net by Jasmine Bell. And a point. Dragons are now 2 points away from the set.
That was just a matter of who could jump the highest to get that first touch, to get that ball down. And Jasmine Bell was the one that got there.
23-18. Johnston with the lead here in set number 1 in this Class 5A quarterfinal. Here's the serve by Punt. Johnston will get the extra attacker up front. Dug up by Smithson. Punt outside. Big swing. Got it. Ava Helming goes line. Sets up set point for Johnston. Jaden Punt, the setter, will serve for the set. Up 24-18. Punt back to serve. Pauses. Now set to deliver the serve. Set goes outside by Brome, tooling it off the block. Good get by Johnston to extend the point. Nope, hit the floor. Good effort, though, by Johnston, but a kill for the Spartans.
Yeah, almost had the pancake there and looked like she just must have got there a little bit too late, instead of bounced off her hand and bounced off the floor.
Isabel Kramer with the successful attack. Set point number 2 coming up. It's Alleman back to serve for the Spartans. 24-19 is the score. Alleman serving. Floats one to the back row. Punt underneath it. Into the middle, the Bell. Bump back over by the Spartans, and they get the point.
Yeah, just a miscommunication as that ball was dug and wasn't an opportunity for somebody to get there. But I think the setter ran into the middle, and the middle got a little bit flustered and couldn't get there. So nice little play from the Spartans.
Albrecht with the rare dig kill stat combo there. Right side attack, and it's blocked back by the Spartans. 3 straight scored by Pleasant Valley. They are down by 3, 24-21, and a timeout called by head coach Rick Brooks. And we will take a break, and more championship volleyball coming up from the Extreme Arena after this.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And welcome back to the Extreme Arena. We are with you live, Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. And we are in set number 1 in this 4-5 matchup. Johnston, the number 5 seed, with a 24-21 lead over 4-seed Pleasant Valley. This is set point number 4. Coming out of the Johnston timeout, there's an ace by the Spartans. Aces in today's match are brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today. That is now a string of 4 straight points by the Spartans. Still set point. See if Johnston can close it out. Nice strong run by Alleman here. Right side attack, hit over the block. Pleasant Valley's chasing. They will send a free ball across. Here comes Johnston for the win. They'll send it outside. High hands. Kept alive by Pleasant Valley. They're going to extend the point. They'll send it short. Here comes Johnston. They'll set it up left side. There it is. On the attack, Ava Helming finishes off set number 1, 25-22 in set number 1. Johnston with the win.
I tell you what, I think Pleasant Valley got exactly what they needed at the end of the match. There was a little bit of momentum with a string of 4 points. They'll feel pretty good coming into the second set.
And we will take a break. We'll have more championship volleyball coming up from the Extreme Arena right after this.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Quarterfinal match. It was Johnston with a 25-22 win over Pleasant Valley. So Johnston with a 1-0 lead. Let's take a look at the numbers. Johnston hit 30% compared to Pleasant Valley at 13%. Overall, your leaders leading the way for Johnston, Ava Helming with 7 kills, 4 for Maeve Raymond. For Pleasant Valley, they were led by Stella Smith with 5 kills. And you look at some of the other numbers, Pleasant Valley with 3 aces compared to 1. Blocking is dead even at 2 blocks per set. And celebrating 60 years, Sioux Cup Manufacturing offered decades of quality products from a family-owned business, winning combination producing innovative, reliable grain storage and grain handling products. Visit SiouxCup.com as they sponsored the stats. Best of 5, we're going to head into set number 2. Pleasant Valley taking on Johnson.
And man, I thought the blocking statistics would have been a little bit more skewed to Johnston. I think maybe just because they weren't terminations on the blocks, but they definitely were a bigger part of the blocking situation on the court in that first set.
They got their hands on a lot of stuff. Very few clean Pleasant Valley attack attempts. Johnston able to disrupt a lot of things. Over on the other court in the 3-6 matchup, Waukee Northwest with a 1-0 lead over Cedar Falls. The winner will play Ankeny Centennial. The top 2 seeds have already advanced to tomorrow's semi-final. Here we go, set number 2. Serving first will be Pleasant Valley, set to the middle, and putting it away was Jasmine Bell. Bell with the successful attack.
Yeah, they extended that little 31 to the kind of in between the middle and the outside hitter blocker, and she just put that away. Great set, great swing.
So Johnston with their setter. This is Jaden Punt. Set goes outside. Tipping it over was Isabel Kramer. Kramer with the successful attack. And Kramer ties it at 1 set apiece. Substitutions in today's game are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Here comes the serve from Alleman. Alleman, as you remember, went on a nice service run to really get Pleasant Valley some momentum coming back into this second set. Closed out the first set with a good service run. There's Bell on the attack. Dug up by the Spartans. They'll send it outside. Hits the top of the tape. Falls over. Swear with the successful attack. And the Spartans in front, 2-1. Maisie Swear with the attack. Alleman back to serve. 2-1. Pleasant Valley with the lead in set number 2. Serve taken down the line. hit over. It's a free ball. See what Pleasant Valley can do. Falling away, that's going to be outside the antenna, and a point for Johnston. Side out Dragons. We're tied at 2. And Helming will rotate and serve. Josie Punt will swing on the left side, along with Bell and her sister Jada Bell. There's a missed serve from the Dragons, 3-2 in favor of Pleasant Valley. Back to serve will be Molly Albrecht. Albrecht back to serve. The libero for Pleasant Valley. Just one senior on this Pleasant Valley team, and it's Albrecht. A very young Spartans group. Back row attack goes out of bounds. Point for Pleasant Valley. They are in front, 4-2.
Yeah, Punt to look to get that back row attack set just a little bit closer to that 10-foot line so she could come into that attack and hit down on like she did in the first period.
Missed serve that time by the Spartans, and a side out once again for Johnston. And their libero, Smithson, will go back to serve. Ella Smithson, 23 aces on the season, averaging 3.7 digs per set. Underneath it is Brome. Brome sets up the middle. Good get by Smithson. Back row attack coming. And putting it away was Ava Helming out of the back row. She's very comfortable in the back row. 6 kills total for Helming, her third from the back.
Yeah, much better set by Punt that time. Led that hitter a little bit. She was able to snap down on top of the ball and get the kill.
Smithson back to serve. Smithson taken in the back row by the Spartans, hitting it over the block. Dug up by Johnston. They'll set it up on the left side pin, hitting it over. Good dig by Albrecht. Right side attack, blocked back by Johnston. That time it was Maeve Raymond combining for the block with Josie Punt. Another point for Johnston. 5-4 is the score. Serving will be Smithson. Smithson back to serve. Bolts one to the back. Quick attack out of the middle, and that one is a point for Johnston. Kind of an awkward landing by Raymond.
Got stepped on an ankle there, I think, on that block. I think Raymond's coming up a little bit gimpy here. We'll see what happens here. Must hit pretty hard there.
Maeve Raymond, one of the two middles, 6'1 senior. Got the block, but now being helped off the floor. So now head coach Rick Brooks is going to have to change up the lineup, which isn't always so easy to do in volleyball. We'll see who comes in. It's going to be number 6. This will be Nora Haney, a 6-foot sophomore. Number 6, Nora Haney. Nora Haney will replace Raymond, as Raymond is helped to the bench. Talking to the athletic trainer here. Hopefully she's going to be okay. And the serve from Smithson. Left side attack. And down it goes. Got a player in the net regardless, but a right side attack. Isabel Kramer puts it away. And a side out point for Pleasant Valley. Stats back to serve for the Spartans. Stats will serve and play the next 3 rotations in the back row. 3-person serve receive for Johnson. Serve goes to the back middle. Kept alive by Bell. Punched over by Punt. Here come the Spartans. And no one home on that set. Point Dragons.
Yeah, there's been a couple situations of miscommunication in that middle, exactly what they're running. They'll need to get that cleaned up because they're really giving away some easy points when they could be getting some momentum here in this match. As they need to get back in it with a couple points here to get up 7s as Johnson just gives one right back to him.
Schmitz puts it into the net and a side out and point for Pleasant Valley. Back to serve for the Spartans will be Maisie Swears. Swears and top of the tape, a near ace. Kept alive by the Dragons, and there's a play. Something out of nothing. Josie Punt, kind of a broken play, but boy, did she capitalize.
Yeah, don't need a perfect set. She just swung away and put it in a great spot to the back row.
So Punt with the successful attack. Side out point for Johnston, holding on to a 2-point lead, 8-6. They won the first set as well, 25-22. Set to the back row, hit over by Swears. And unable to dig it up was Smithson. Maisie Swears with the kill, her third. And back to serve will be Stella Smith for the Spartans. 8-7, Johnston with a 1-point lead. Here's the serve from Smith. Played by Johnston. They'll set up on the left side pin, and down it goes. Kill from Ava Helming once again. 7 for Helming, and a side out point for Johnston. It's early, but after Raymond left with an injury, Johnston's been able to maintain some sort of momentum with the substitution so far. There's an overpass, blocked back nicely by the Spartans. Johnston gets it back. Raymond on the left side, dug up by Albrecht. Albrecht now will send a free ball across. See what Johnston can do. Outside and tooling it off the block, Ava Helming. Helming now with 8 kills. Point, Johnston.
Yeah, Helming's starting to really come into her own here in the second set. You can see why she's one of the top hitters in the state for sure.
Here comes a serve by Ballou. Ballou to serve with Johnston in front, 10-7 already, leading the match 1-0. Missed serve and a point for the Spartans. Side out and point for the Spartans. 10-8 will be the score, and the Spartans will have control of serve. Substitutions in today's game are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com.
Yeah, try to keep an eye on Raymond over there. Looks like they're going to give a retape on her ankle there and see if she can get back into action.
And the serve by Pleasant Valley. They'll set up on the right-hand side and wide open. Good strong swing. Helming on the right side that time for the kill.
Substitution number 2.
And Helming had a good series up front that time. She's got one more rotation up there. Johnston will serve with an 11-8 lead. It's the setter, Jaden Punt, serving. Set goes outside, left side. Strong attack. Put away by Isabel Kramer, her 4th kill. And a side out for Pleasant Valley. Holloman back to serve for the Spartans, who have been unable to string points together with the serve. Johnston doing a nice job playing side-out volleyball. Here's the serve by Holloman. Good pass by Smithson, goes to the right-hand side, and Helming once again tools it. She's in double figures with 10 kills. Helming will rotate to the back. Punt will rotate to the front now. Right here, Helming's name in the back. They go to her quite often as part of a back row attack. There's a quick attack out of bounds. They went to Reagan's. Out of bounds, another point for Johnston. 13-9 is the score.
Yeah, you have Helming move to the back row, and right around the same time, Punt's coming right up the front row. So for hitting wise on the outside, doesn't really let up at all for the Johnston Dragons.
This serve by Helming, and a point for Pleasant Valley. Over on court 2, much closer set in set 2. 14-12 now is the score. Leading the way there is Waukee Northwest, who lead that match over Cedar Falls 1-0. Here's the serve from Albrecht. And the Dragons unable to control it. There's an ace serve. Brought to you, the aces in today's match brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today. Another ace for the Spartans as they get to within 2. This time there's an overpass, unable to poke it down were the Spartans. Here's Johnston on the left side attack. Spartans, they'll set up left side. Tooling it off the block was Swears. Maisie Swears with the kill, and it's a 1-point Johnston lead.
Yeah, Johnston fighting right back into, Spartans fighting right back into this match, narrowing that lead down to 1.
13-12, set number 2. Pleasant Valley trying to fight back. They lost the first set 25-22. Serve taken by the libero. Here's a back row attack by Helming. Dug up by the Spartans. They'll set it up right side. Jaden Punt, the setter, has to take first ball. Out of system will be the Dragons. Overpass. Bell unable to put it down. Dug up by the Spartans. Roll shot. Now in system is Johnston. They'll set it up on the left side. Tooling it off the block is Punt for the kill. Her third kill, side out Johnston. 14-12, Johnston with a 2-point lead and serve. This will be Smithson. Smithson back to serve with a 2-point lead. 14-12, Smithson floats one. There's an ace. An ace for Smithson. Aces in today's match brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today. 3-point Johnston lead. Smithson will try to do the same. She'll go to that back corner. This time she hits it short, goes into the net, and a side out for Pleasant Valley. Johnston with a 2-point lead, 15-13. They've been in front most of the way in this second set. Serving will be Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley back to serve. This is Stats back to serve. Serve taken by the back middle. Quick attack out of the middle, putting it over was Haney. Sent back by the Spartans, and we got a double contact or a carry called against Pleasant Valley, and a side out and point for Johnston. 16-13 is the score. Johnston with the lead. Willow Schmitz back to serve. Schmitz back to serve. Serve taken in the back by Albrecht. Quick attack. Blocked by the Dragons.
It's like Joseph point. Punt there on the block there. Had a nice seal with the middle hitter there, number 6, that new entry into the lineup, Nora Haney. Sorry.
Timeout called by Pleasant Valley, their first. AFAN Central College has you covered with career building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. 17-13 is the score. Johnston with a 4-point lead and a 1-0 lead in this quarterfinal match. Pleasant Valley and head coach Amber Hall calling their first timeout at this point. Pleasant Valley trying to tie this match up at 1 set apiece.
You see in the shot there, it looks like Raymond's entered in back into the huddle there, so we'll see if she's going to jump back into the lineup or not. She came out pretty gingerly from the back room there. We'll see what happens.
Nora Haney is filled in for her, and Haney got that last kill for Johnston. But you would like to have your starting middle, your senior up there, if you could. In Maeve Raymond. Johnston will come out of the timeout and serve. This will be Schmitz back to serve. Left side attack around the block. Down it goes. There's Maisie Schwiers, puts it away. Her 5th of the match, 17-14. Schwier will go back to serve.
Shank almost got all the way up here for us, Matt.
It did. Big swing by Maisie Schwiers coming out of the timeout. Now Schwiers back. Dug up by Smithson. Back row attack by the Dragons. Kept alive Spartans. They'll send it to the back row. Great spot by Pleasant Valley, finding an opening in the back. Pleasant Valley with the kill. They're within 2 at 17-15. Good spot by Pleasant Valley. That was number 13, Carson Kelly. There's a free ball coming across. See what Pleasant Valley can do. On the outside. Dug up by Johnston. They'll set up on the left side. Punt. Block back. And 4 hits is going to be the call. Another point for the Spartans.
Spartans right back into this with a nice little run of their own. Just down by 1, 17-16.
17-16. Pleasant Valley can try to tie it here. A near ace, top of the tape. Good play by the Dragons just to keep it alive. Here come the Spartans. They'll set up the quick attack. Inbounds point, and we are tied at 17. Stella Smith with the kill. Schwiers will try to continue the run for Pleasant Valley, looking to take their first lead of this set. And that serve goes long. Johnston back in front. 18-17 is the score.
Tell you what, as a coach, it's got to pull your hair out. Just coming back and tying the game up and then sending that ball out of bounds. It's just a killer for the momentum.
So now Johnston will serve. This will be punt serving. Set goes out to the outside. Dug up nicely by Johnston. Quick attack sent over by Haney, and side out, point for the Spartans. Pleasant Valley ties it at 18. Smith back to serve. Gabby Reagans to the front row for the Spartans. We're tied at 18. Here's the serve from Smith. Serve taken by Schmitz in the back row. Outside, out of bounds. They went to Helming on the attack here. Pleasant Valley has their first lead, 19-18. 19-18 after the hitting error against Johnston. Smith serving. Bump set outside, back to Helming. This one's good. Ava Helming with another attack. We're tied at 19.
Johnson went right back to Helming to get them out of a little bit of a pinch as they had given up a couple points in a row.
Ballou will serve to break the tie at 19. Pleasant Valley used one timeout earlier. Johnston, I don't believe, has used a timeout. They still have two. Quick attack to the middle, and down it goes. Putting it away was Gabby Reagans. Reagans with the kill. And Pleasant Valley back in front, 20-19. 20-19 is the score. And back to serve for Pleasant Valley will be Brome, the setter. Lauren Brome to serve. Good pass by Schmitz. Right side attack. Blocked by Pleasant Valley. Big double block by Pleasant Valley. Kramer and Reagans, and a timeout called by Johnston. Johnston with the timeout. Take a break. We'll take a break. We'll come back more with championship volleyball at Extreme Arena in a moment.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future, with energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And welcome back to the Extreme Arena. We are in set number 2 of this quarterfinal matchup between Pleasant Valley and Johnston. Johnston using their first timeout, each team with one timeout remaining. Pleasant Valley with the 21-19 lead. Here comes the serve by Brome. Johnston setting up on the left side, and who else but Ava Helming. They dial it up and she puts it away. It's a 1-point set.
And that's exactly what Johnston wanted coming out of the timeout. You get your good pass, stay in system, send it to the outside, and let your all-star put it away.
21-20. Pleasant Valley by 1. Johnston tried to tie it up here with serve. Set goes outside, and a double contact called. And a side, not a side out, just a point for the Dragons. We're tied at 21. Tied at 21 after the block by Bell. And another serve. Short serve played nicely by the Spartans. They'll send it outside. And down it goes. The tip by Kramer. Isabel Kramer puts it away. 22-21. Pleasant Valley back in front.
Yeah, tip was in perfection there. Just went right over the top of the block. And that setter wasn't able to dive in and get a touch on it.
1 point Pleasant Valley lead, 22-21 in set 2. Serve taken in the back by the Dragons. Johnston to the middle, and down it goes. They moved Helming to the middle that time, moving her around. She delivers another kill. Helming with 13 kills to lead all players. Tied at 22. And now Helming will have to rotate to the back row. She'll serve here. Set to the near side, right side, kept alive by Bell. Bump set. Outside, that's punt, cross court. Good get by Albrecht. Big swing, and down it goes. That was Maisie Swears with the kill. And Pleasant Valley in front by one, 23-22. 1 point, Spartan lead. Albrecht back to serve. Albrecht serving, there's an ace. 24-22 on the serve by ace serve by Albrecht. And a timeout called by Johnston. Johnston with the timeout. They will call their final timeout here. And we will go to a break. We'll come back with set point here in a moment from the Extreme Arena.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And welcome back to the Extreme Arena, the host site of the 2023 Iowa High School State Volleyball Tournament. This is day one of this championship event here at the Extreme Arena. Set point coming up for number 4 seed Pleasant Valley in this 4-5 matchup. Pleasant Valley and Johnston. Pleasant Valley leading 24-22. Johnston coming out of their final timeout. Here's the serve from Albrecht. Set goes to Bell out of the middle. Diving save by the Spartans to extend the play. Right side, down it goes, and this match is tied at 1. Isabel Kramer with the successful attack. 25-22 in set number 2. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Tied at 1 set apiece, and we'll be right back with more volleyball. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Being your family's grocery store isn't just about having the best butcher cut meat or the freshest produce. It's not about having the highest quality online shopping or experts who handpick your groceries. And it's not just about giving you the most affordable prices. Being your family's grocery store means making sure that you have all of that. And that's why at Fairway Meat and Grocery, it's what we've always been about.
And welcome back to the Extreme Arena, the quarterfinals on this Monday. We are tied at 1 between number 4 seed Pleasant Valley and number 5 seed Johnston. Johnston with a 25-22 win in the first. It was reversed the other way, 25-22 for Pleasant Valley in that second set. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. Through 2 sets, Pleasant Valley 24 kills. Johnston with the edge there, 29 kills. Johnston still with the edge hitting efficiency, 26% compared to 17%. Aces favor Pleasant Valley 5-2. Blocking fairly even. Johnston with 5 compared to 3 blocks for Pleasant Valley. But Pleasant Valley doing what they needed to do. They rallied, and we're heading into a third set tied at 1.
Yeah, I think the aces is maybe the biggest indicator there. That 3 points difference in the match there is definitely apparent with that 5-2. So not to cherry pick a stat out there and have it be all about that, but I think those 3 points definitely can help out.
And it was the second set, really, where Johnston had the lead for most of it, but I think it was the serving. A couple of aces put Pleasant Valley tied, take the lead, and they were able to roll that momentum and get the win.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see if Raymond comes back out here for the third set here. It looks like she's going to try to make a go of it here as she steps on the court here ready to go.
Talking about Mavie Raymond, who left that second set. She rolled an ankle, one of their two middle hitters, the senior, 6'1 senior, who led the conference in hitting efficiency, 5th in Class 5A, and just a really long block in the middle of the court as well, 55 blocks on the season. But she will try to give it a go. Your individual leaders, Ava Helming leading Johnston with 15 kills, hitting at a 367 clip. And as we kind of talked about in the pregame, Pleasant Valley kind of spreading it out. Isabel Kramer has 7, Sweers with 6 for Smith. So they're kind of spreading the wealth a little bit. And whereas Helming has 15, nobody else has more than 5 for Johnston. Johnston will start serving. It'll be the setter punt. Here comes Pleasant Valley. They'll attack out of the middle. It's blocked for the time being by Bell. Sent back over, and a point for Pleasant Valley to start things off.
Yeah, Pleasant Valley just took it right off of the dig there and just put it right back over on a second ball. Was able to get a nice little kill out of it. A little chaotic play, but made do of it.
Alleman back to serve for the Spartans. Alleman serves it to the back row. Smithson digs it up. Set goes outside. That's Jada Bell who puts it away. And we are tied at 1. Jada Bell puts it down. Typically on the right, changing her up, going to the left. Tied at 1. And the serve coming from Johnston. Taken nicely by Albrecht, set to the middle. Blocked back by the Dragons, and now they poke it down. They're going to be called for the net violation, however. Bell being called from the net and a side out for the Spartans.
Yeah, eyes got wide on the overpass there and just got a little bit too much action into it and hit the net on the way through.
So easy to do. You're anxious to put it away to make a play. Albrecht back to serve. Smithson has first contact. Back row attack coming, hit over by Helming. Here come the Spartans. They'll bump set it to the right. Kramer, block back. Here's Bell, and she can't convert. Into the net it goes, and a point for the Spartans.
Yeah, Bell will want that one back, and maybe would have popped that one up and got the setter to spread the wealth a little bit, but tried to take it herself and got the top of the tape.
And a serve coming from Albrecht. 3-1, Spartans with the lead. Set goes outside. That's punt. Blocked back. Stella Smith along with Kramer, the big double block, and another point for the Spartans. Albrecht will try to continue the service run. Best start for Pleasant Valley in this set, out to a 4-1 lead. They've kind of battled from behind, and there's an ace for Albrecht. 5-1 is the score. That ace brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today. There's another serve from Albrecht. Changes it up, goes short. Punt gets it back on the left side. Off of the back row, and down it goes. Josie Punt with a successful attack. Side out Johnston. Side out for Johnston. Smithson back to serve. Ella Smithson to serve. 5-2. Pleasant Valley out to a 5-2 lead. Over on court 2, Waukee Northwest Cedar Falls tied at 1 as they are in the third set. Quick attack over the middle, down it goes. Stella Smith over the block. Her 7th kill, 6-2. Spartans with the lead. Back to serve will be Abby Stats for the Spartans. Stats back to serve, leading by 4 in the all-important third set. Serve taken in the back row by the libero Smithson. Set up to the middle. Raymond, into the net it goes. And another point for the Spartans.
Yeah, just nothing going right for the Johnston Dragons right now. They're going to need to get that serve receive down and get in system balls here and see what they can do to get back into this match.
7-2 is the score. Another serve by Stats. Set by Punt, goes to the middle, and Raymond puts it away. That's good to see for Johnston.
Yeah, exactly what they needed there. Good pass, good set. Rented some tempo in the middle, got the kill.
Raymond comes back in after rolling her ankle in set 2, gets that kill. Schmitz back to serve for the Dragons. Deep serve played by the Spartans. They'll bring it to the front row. Hit over was Swears. Here comes Johnston. That's out of bounds. A little long on the attack by Helming. And an 8-3 lead for Pleasant Valley, and they have control of serve. Maisie Swears back to serve. Substitutions in today's match brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. There's another ace for Pleasant Valley. Give credit to the ace to Maisie Swears, and here's a timeout. Timeout called by Rick Brooks and the Johnston Dragons, trailing set 3, 9-3. And we will take a break. More championship volleyball from the Extreme Arena in a moment.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future, with energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-America Energy Company. Set number 3 in this Class 5A quarterfinal. Pleasant Valley with a 9-3 lead in set 3 in a match that's knotted at 1 set apiece. Johnston forced to burn a early timeout in this set. They'll go to the left side, hit over by punt, dug up by Pleasant Valley. Now an overpass put away at the net by Pleasant Valley. That was Stella Smith once again. On the overpass, Stella Smith puts it away. 10-3 is the score. And the serve by Swears goes long, and a point for Johnston. Johnston with the side out, punt back to serve. Josie punt. Helming will play the front row. She'll rotate up. And the serve from punt. Taken by the Spartans. They'll send it outside. Hit over. Dug up by the Dragons. Johnston, double contact called against Johnston, and a side out for the Spartans. Stella Smith will go back to serve.
Where did they make that call out? To make that off that pass? She passed with a platform. I don't see that called very often. But
here's the serve from Smith, and that one is in, just in bounds. That was slicing away, and Johnston let it go. An ace again for Pleasant Valley.
It is all Pleasant Valley here in the third set.
That is now their 8th ace compared to just 2 for Johnston. And a serve taken, and another one. Back-to-back aces for Pleasant Valley. Johnston's got to regroup here, and Coach Brooks is going to use his second timeout. He's kind of forced into it. His second and final timeout. Pleasant Valley out to a 13-4 lead. We'll take another break. We'll come back to the Extreme Arena and the Iowa High School Volleyball Championship.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future, with energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, the host site of the 2023 Iowa High School Volleyball Championship. Set number 3 is all Pleasant Valley. 13-4. Johnston forced to use both timeouts. And Austin, this is a set that's prolonging to Pleasant Valley so far.
Yeah, the Dragons are almost at a point where they just need to start to try to gain some momentum for set number 4 and try to come back and make a little bit of a run here. The chances of getting back into this game are pretty small, but they'll try to see what they can do.
Here comes Pleasant Valley. They get it on their side, and a back row attack, putting it down Maisie Swears on the right side in the back row. Another point for the Spartans. Spartans dropped the first set 25-22, won the second 25-22, up big here 14-4. Coach Brooks sending in a sub, and coaches will do that to save a timeout. He doesn't have any timeouts to save, but trying to stop the momentum in any way you can. Spartans send it over on the second ball, and what a play by the setter. Pleasant Valley setter, that was Carson Kelly. 15-4 Spartans with the lead. Carson Kelly, the sophomore for Pleasant Valley, on the second contact. Here's another serve by Swears. Right side attack, Johnston. Dug up by Pleasant Valley. They'll send it outside. Right side attack, hit over. Here comes Johnston. Bump set, left side, Helming over the block. Kept alive by Pleasant Valley, and they can't do anything wrong. They are on a roll right now as the Spartans get another point.
Yeah, Spartans could do anything right now, to go in or go off of a block or shank off of a pass. It's going everything in their direction right now.
Another attack by Carson Kelly, the setter. Here's a serve by Swears. Ace for Swears. Service ace number 9 for Pleasant Valley. So Swears with another ace. She's got 4 aces. And she'll try to do it again, up 17-4. To the back line, handled by Johnston. They need a side out. Block back on the attack. They'll set it up on the right-hand side over the block. Pleasant Valley in system. They'll go to Swears, back corner. Dug up by Johnston. Bump set. This is Helming down the line, and that's going to end the run. Ava Helming with the kill. 17-5, though, is the score in set number 3. Back to serve will be Raymond. Johnson's got some work to do. You want to try to get some momentum back. If you can't win this set, get some momentum back as you head into set number 4. Raymond with the serve. Johnston with Bell out of the middle, puts it away. Jasmine Bell, back-to-back points scored by Johnston.
Good way to start there for a little bit of a comeback, and Bell with a nice little touch over the top on the quick.
Raymond back to serve again, 17-6. See if you can force Pleasant Valley into taking a timeout. You're doing something right. You're getting some momentum back if you can do that. First attack is blocked. Back row attack by the Spartans. It's touched by the Dragons. Down it goes. And a point for Pleasant Valley. It was Maisie Swears again from the back row. 18-6. Pleasant Valley in front in set number 3. That all-important third set. Romy back to serve. Romy, the second setter for Pleasant Valley. I think they've switched to a 6-2 after being in a 5-1. Here's the attack by Bell. Romy digs it up. Bump set right side. Out of bounds, no touch. And a point for Johnston. That attack goes long from Pleasant Valley. And this is punt back to serve. Johnston will gain the extra attacker with the setter in the back row. Set goes close to the net, dug out. Nice save by Bromy. And Johnston goes to Bell. Jasmine Bell puts it away. And now Johnston has picked up their play. They're within 10 at 18-8.
Yeah, they've got a big hole to dig out of here in this third set, but they can see what they can do to get this knocked down a little bit.
Here comes the serve by Punt. Pleasant Valley, left side pin over the block. Good diving get by Johnston, who will send a free ball across. Spartans in system, left side attack. Hit over by Kramer. Dug up by Johnston. They'll go to Helming, who puts it away. Eva Helming with the attack and kill. 14 for Helming. 18-9. Pleasant Valley with a 9-point lead, but Johnston making a run. Can you force Pleasant Valley into a timeout? That's the first step. Right side attack. Blocked back by Helming, and down it goes. Another point for Johnston. 18-10. Taking a look at Coach Amber Hall of Pleasant Valley. Not calling a timeout. She's got 2 here to use if she so wants to. Here's the serve by Punt. Long run for the setter, Bromey. Hit over by Pleasant Valley. Bump set. Outside to Helming. Cross court. Dug up by the Spartans. They'll set up left side. And down it goes. Finishing it off was Kramer. Kramer puts it away. And a side out for Pleasant Valley.
Pleasant Valley really needed to get that in, that run from the Dragons there.
Saved a timeout, possibly. Leading 19-10, and now they have control of serve. This will be Olivia Hoskins serving. Here comes the set from Punt to the middle. Hitting it over was Helming. Pleasant Valley handles it. They'll send it across. Punt with a bump set. This is Jaden Punt on the attack out of the back row, and down it goes. Josie Punt on the assist from Jaden Punt. And a side out for Johnston.
A couple of the Spartans took each other out on the scramble to try to get that ball over. Looks like they're both okay. Good to see.
19-11. Johnston with serve. Top of the tape. Played nicely by the libero Albrecht. Right side. And Kramer hits it out of bounds. And a point for Johnston. Down to a 7-point lead, 19-12. They have made things interesting here in set number 3. And the serve from Johnston. Set goes outside, blocked by Bell. Jasmine Bell and her sister Jada Bell with the double block, 19-13. Another point for Johnston.
Yeah, at the very least, they turned the vibe around a little bit for their team. They're jumping around, having a good time, and high-five, and not so the case about 5 minutes ago.
Middle attack by Pleasant Valley. Good dig by Johnston. They'll go to Bell, and that was touched. Putting it down is Jada Bell, 19-14. Down to a 5-point game. And Coach Amber Hall.
Nope, not going to call
I thought she was going to call it.
I thought she was too.
She approached the official and acted like she was going to. Here's the serve. Played nicely by Albrecht. Right side tip. And it's blocked by Johnston. Bell with another block.
There comes the timeout.
And the timeout now is called by the Spartans and head coach Amber Hall. Your score is 19-15 in set number 3. Pleasant Valley has 1 timeout remaining. We'll come back more of championship volleyball from the Extreme Arena in a moment.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Set 3 here on court number 1. This is the 4-5 matchup. Pleasant Valley and Johnston tied at 1 set apiece. We had a big Pleasant Valley lead earlier in the set, but lo and behold, Johnston has rallied. They have cut it to 4, 19-15, forcing Pleasant Valley into a timeout. Johnston out of timeouts, and it's been that way for quite some time. Johnston with serve. Strong left side attack. Down it goes. Maisie Swears ends the run, and Pleasant Valley with the point. They're in front 20-15. Molly Albrecht back to serve. At one point, I believe it was 17-4 in favor of Pleasant Valley. Johnston on the attack. That's Bell. Covered by Albrecht, left side over the block. Good cover by the Dragons. Johnston setting up on the left side. That's Punt. Dug up by Albrecht. Bump set by Bromey. Back row attack is going to be hit out of bounds. Side out Johnston.
I mean, Johnston is down by 4, but they're within striking distance at just 20-16. I mean, they can even trade a couple points back and forth here on their way to 25 to try to get back into this game. But I tell you what, the next 2 or 3 points is going to be crucial for both teams.
Smithson to serve for Johnston. Set goes to the right side, hit over by Pleasant Valley. Johnston scrambles, but they do return it. Roll shot hit over by Punt. Quick attack out of the middle. Down it goes. That was Gabby Reagans with the attack. 21-16 Pleasant Valley with the side out, maintaining their 5-point lead. And back to serve will be Abby Stats for Pleasant Valley. 21-16, Stats serving. Here comes the Spartans, and it's pushed to the back corner. Nice play by Raymond. And a side out for Johnston.
Perfect power tip to the corner. Well put back there, and just a surgical shot there from Raymond.
Raymond with another kill. Raymond, she's got 7. And a serve coming from Johnson. Can they get closer? They've been as close as 4. Serve taken by Albrecht. Quick attack. Blocked back by Raymond. Reloading is Pleasant Valley. They'll send it short. And a back row attack, and right down it goes.
Right on the line.
Ava Helming found the line, and they are now within 3, 21-18. Ballou will serve.
Spartan captain coming over for an explanation from the upper F, and I don't know what she was asking about, but she got the answer and back into play.
Here comes the serve by Ballou. Back corner. Bump set. Pleasant Valley is going to be out of system. See what Johnston can do. Punt. Set goes to the right side over the block. Pleasant Valley will dig it up. They'll send it outside, and that is out of bounds. Kramer goes wide. 21-19. Johnston within 2. 2-point Pleasant Valley lead after they were up 17-4, I want to say, at one point. We'll go back and look at the play-by-play while we can here. That serve goes into the net. Side out Pleasant Valley. 22-19. It's a 3-point lead for Pleasant Valley. Swears back to serve. 17-4 was the largest lead in this set. Serve taken by Johnston. They'll attack out of the middle. That one's just wide. Hit wide by Raymond, and 23-19 on back-to-back points by the Spartans.
Yeah, Dragons were looking for a touch on that, just didn't get it.
And the serve down the line, played by Ballou. Back row attack, hit over by Helming. Here come the Spartans. They'll back row attack. Helming digs it up. Quick attack out of the middle. Raymond tips it. Kept alive. Dug up by the Dragons. Johnson sends it over on the second ball. Hit over by the Spartans. Here comes Johnston. They go to Raymond out of the back row. Got a lot of tape, but it goes over. And a point for Johnston.
Got some volleyball karma right there for you, right off the top of the tape, and putting the ball into play.
23-20. Your margin of error if you're Johnston is very small, but still possible. Trailing 23-20. And the serve by Punt. Overpass, and it's poked down by the setter, Jaden Punt. There's a point, 23-21. Johnston once again within 2. And a timeout called by Pleasant Valley. Amber Hall is going to use her final timeout. Both teams out of timeouts. We'll take a break and we'll come back and finish this third set off from the Extreme Arena in a moment.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And welcome back to the Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, serving as the host site of the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network. Here on court number 1, we got a good one in this Class 5A quarterfinal. Pleasant Valley and Johnston locked in a 1-1 set tie, and it is 23-21 Pleasant Valley with the lead. Johnston, however, coming back. Neither team has a timeout left. Johnston with serve. Set goes to the right side, and a great decision there. Right side tip hit over by Pleasant Valley. They'll serve for the set. 24-21. That was Stella Smith on the attack. Set point number one for Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley can serve it out here. And an ace to finish it off. Their 10th ace of the match. 25-21 is the set three score. And Pleasant Valley takes a 2-1 lead. We're going to take a timeout, come back with more Iowa High School Championship Volleyball from the Extreme Arena in a moment.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, it's being the right place at the right time. And you know, this is true in history with a lot of things.
Agriculture, where it's a moving dynamics out there, you have to have somebody that drives out to their farm and still worries about whether it's rained or what the grain price is, or climb up in the grain bin and make sure that everything's working like it's supposed to.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Welcome back to the Extreme Arena. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network. We are in a quarterfinal match, Class 5A quarterfinal. Pleasant Valley a 2-1 lead over Johnston. You see the scores. Johnston won the first set 25-22. Pleasant Valley 25-22 win in set 2, 25-21, and a kind of an interesting set 3 in a set that, boy, it was dominated by Pleasant Valley. 17-4 lead, but Johnston, lo and behold, they made that interesting, and they fought back, got some momentum back.
Yeah, 25-21. I mean, we were talking during the break, Matt. I mean, we just don't know where this one's going to go. I mean, I have no idea. They had some flashes of brilliance, obviously, in the first part of the set from PV, but Johnson came back and made a set out of it, so it's going to be interesting to see how this one starts.
Taking a look at the numbers, Johnston with 42 kills, hitting at 25%. Still the advantage there. Pleasant Valley hitting at 15%. That number has gradually climbed from the first set. 35 kills. The biggest stat discrepancy is right here. 11 aces for Pleasant Valley, 2 for Johnston. I'd like to know how many aces Pleasant Valley had in that third set alone, because that was really clicking for them and really got them the win in that set.
Yeah, I got them that 14 or 17-4 lead for sure. I think there was 3 or 4 at least that were in that little run that they had. So we're going to see how both these teams come out. It's going to be a real indicator of how this game's going to go the rest of the way. 6 aces in that third set by Pleasant Valley. And we are heading to the fourth set. The winner will advance to play top seed Dowling Catholic. Dowling Catholic, a 4-set win over West Des Moines Valley in our first match on court 1. On the bottom half of the bracket, number 2 seed Ankeny Centennial downed Ankeny in a thrilling 5-set match. So the top 2 seeds have advanced to the semis already. Over on court 2, Waukee Northwest, the 3 seed. They have a 2-1 lead over Cedar Falls, and the set 4 is tied at 6 right now over on court number 2. And here we go in set number 4 on court 1, our court. Serving first was Pleasant Valley. Johnston, a back row attack, hitting it out of bounds was Josie Punt, and a point for Pleasant Valley. They start this set off with the first point. They lead 1-0. Pleasant Valley trying to win this in 4 and advance to the semifinals on Wednesday. Here's a serve by Bromey. Overpass by Johnston. Poked down at the net by Reagans, and it's 2-0. Pleasant Valley with the lead. Serve receive from Johnson right now, letting them down. Need to get back in the system, get punt setter some good balls so she can run this offense.
Here's the serve from Bromey. Played in the back row, taken nicely by Punt. Right side attack, dug up by Pleasant Valley. They'll go to the right side. Hit back over by the Dragons, who are out of sorts. They had a collision, but they regroup. They're going to get it. Here's Punt, sets up Bell out of the middle, goes wide. After all that, it's still a Pleasant Valley point. 3-0 is the score.
Well, we've seen this before. A 3-0 lead right away for the Spartans. We'll see what Johnston can do to try to stem the tide earlier this time.
Served by the Spartans. Johnston setting up on the right side. Nice dig by the setter. Spartans out of system. Top of the tape, rolls over. The setter Punt goes to the back row, and down it goes. Jaden Punt went to Josie Punt, the sister combination. And a side out, and Johnston on the scoreboard in set number 4. 3-1 is the score. Punt back to serve. This is Jaden Punt. Taken in the back by Albrecht. Bump set to the outside. Hit over by Kramer. Blocked back by the Dragons. Spartans send it over. Johnston pushed over by Bell. Here come the Spartans. They'll go to the middle. And a broken play, and it's eventually poked down by Kramer. And the Spartans win the point. 4-1, they lead.
Man, I really, looking at the two teams right now, it just seems like PV's the more experienced one out there, which is really a surprise with how young that they are. I think maybe the run to state last year, making it to the finals, maybe has really kind of saturated the rest of the program and has given them some real confidence coming in here at state tournament.
Pleasant Valley, a team that was the runner-up last year, playing with just one senior, and that's the libero, Albrecht. Here's the set to the left side, just wide. Just wide by Isabel Kramer. And a side out for Johnston. Johnston definitely the more experienced roster in terms of years and seniors. Pleasant Valley, Swears is a true freshman. A couple of sophomores. 2 of their outside hitters are sophomores. Set goes to the outside, pushed over by Pleasant Valley. Here's Johnston, back row attack, into the net it goes. Side out Pleasant Valley as they move in front 5-2 in set 4.
Stella Smith in the front row, back to serve.
Back to serve will be the senior, Albrecht. Albrecht back to serve. Albrecht back to serve. Johnston in serve receives. Set hit over by, that is Punt. Josie Punt with the kill. And a side out makes it 5-3 in set number 4. Ella Smithson back to serve for Johnston. Trying to rally. They're down 2-1. Johnston, a 19-match win streak coming into the state tournament. Longest of all the state tournament teams. Set goes to the middle. Smith hits it over. Dug up by Johnston. There's a set to Punt. Rolls on the tape. Goes out of bounds. You win some, you lose some. That one, Johnston lost, and a side out for the Spartans. Rolled on the tape for a while, goes out of bounds. And back to serve will be Stats. Stats back to serve for Pleasant Valley. 6-3 Pleasant Valley, and the Spartans with the lead. Serve taken by Smithson. Set goes to the middle to Raymond. And it goes into the net. Point Spartans. 7-3 is the score. 7-3. Looking down at head coach Rick Brooks in his 30th season. He led Johnston to their only state championship back in 2007. Back row attack. Hit over by Helming. Pleasant Valley digs it up. Spartans on the attack, pounding it down on the left side. It's good. That was Swears. Point Spartans. 8-3 Spartans with the edge. Looking at Coach Brooks, you got to think another point or two. You may be using a timeout. Stats back to serve. Serves it short. Mixes up the serve. Here's Bell. And it's blocked off of Bell. Point Spartans. 9-3 is the score. And here's your timeout called by Johnston. The first timeout is Pleasant Valley races out to a 9-3 lead. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more championship volleyball from the Extreme Arena in a moment.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future, with energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Extreme Arena. We are in set number 4 of this Class 5A quarterfinal. Iowa High School State Volleyball Tournament. Number 4 seed Pleasant Valley with a 2-1 lead, up 9-3 in set number 4 against 5th seed Johnston. Johnston forced into a timeout by Rick Brooks. They are 1 remaining. Abby Stats back to serve. Serve taken in the back row. That was Helming, and Johnston unable to return it. Another point for Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley playing, they're confident right now. They're swinging freely. They're getting to everything that Johnston sends across. Here comes the set by Punt. Overpass poked down by Pleasant Valley. And Johnston will reload, out of bounds by Helming. And another point for Pleasant Valley. It's 11-3 Spartans. 11-3 Spartans. Another serve coming by Abby Stats. Stats serving. Good pass by Helming. Punt goes to Bell on the right side. Good cover by Albrecht. And it's sent down by Stella Smith. This is all Pleasant Valley again, out to a 12-3 lead in set 4.
Yeah, man, I think you called out earlier of Pleasant Valley running that 6-2, and they are running a 6-2 now. I don't know how they're kind of running it, but we've got, it looks like Carson Kelly is setting in the front row right now, and she didn't start out at all. And stats-wise, she doesn't have a ton of stats either, so.
There's a side out. Maybe Raymond, a much-needed point and side out for Johnston. Getting control of serve. This will be Willow Schmitz for the Dragons. Trying to rally Johnston in this must-win 4th set. Set goes to the outside. Left side pin, blocked down by Johnston. There's a quick point for the Dragons. Big double block. Raymond and the setter Jaden Punt. 12-5 is the score. Schmitz back to serve. Schmitz back to serve. Try to get another point. Serve taken by Albrecht on the attack, inbounds. Big swing from Stella Smith. 13-5 side out Spartans.
Yeah, another tempo 31. Just split those 2 blockers and put the ball right on the far sideline.
Smith, she's already committed to Missouri, Kansas City to play volleyball as a junior. Here's the slide. Hit over by Raymond. Spartans dig it up. They'll go right back to Smith. Sent back over by Johnston. Free ball. See what Pleasant Valley can do. Left side attack. Dug up by Johnston. Johnston gets control back. Outside. Big swing from Punt. Blocked back. And they hit it back over. Down it goes by Stella Smith. Valiant effort by Johnston, but Pleasant Valley just playing well and put it down. 14-5 on the kill from Stella Smith. She is one of 3 players right now in double figures. There's a left side. Josie Punt puts it away. Josie Punt with the kill. 14-6 is the score. Punt back to serve. 14-6. Pleasant Valley with the lead. They can win it in 4 if they hold on and win this 4th set. Bump set outside. Here comes a big swing from Kramer. Dug up by the Johnston Dragons. They'll return it. Now an overpass and it pushed down by Raymond. No, net violation. So a point called by the Spartans. 15-6 is the score. Stella Smith back to serve.
I think the Dragons are claiming it was the ball that did the net pull instead of an arm, but it was pretty close.
So Stella Smith back to serve with a 15-6 lead. Smith Serving to the back middle. Here's a big swing from Helming. Dug over by Pleasant Valley. Helming will reload. Sent back by Pleasant Valley. Now a free ball coming across. See what the Spartans dial up. They'll go outside and out of bounds. Point inside out for Johnston. Missing it was Haley Asselin. And back to serve will be Ballou. Sydney Ballou serving. Johnston trailing 15-7 in set number 4.
This is where Johnston's got to start to make this run and get this score narrowed down a little bit. Down by 8 right now.
Ballou to the near side. Quick attack to the middle, and down it goes. Reagans with the kill. Gabby Reagans, side out Spartans, and they have the luxury. They can play side out volleyball and finish this match off. Johnston's got to force the issue and string together some points. Brome back to serve for Pleasant Valley. She'll set the next 3 rotations. Brome serving. Taken in the back row by Schmitz. Set outside, hit over by Helming. Dug up by Albrecht, sent back by the Spartans. Johnston will reload. Nothing home there. A little miscommunication and a point for the Spartans.
Well, I think I figured out what Pleasant Valley's doing. What they're doing is they're running a 5-1, but they're bringing in a different setter for the front row to be a bigger block. So we got the setter in the setter position, or in the serving position right now, but they're bringing in that taller setter for block help on the front row.
They made that adjustment after they lost the first set. I think ever since then they've been doing it. There's a hitting error against Johnston. 18-7 in favor of Pleasant Valley. Coach Rick.
Because you gained an extra 3 inches with Kelly in the front row at 5'11" to, according to Brom, at 5'8". So that's the big change, I think.
That's going to do it right there. Right side attack down the line and kept alive by Pleasant Valley. They are getting to everything, extending points. And not that time. There's a big swing from Helming. Ava Helming on the left side. 18-8 is the score. Back to service the setter, Jaden Punt. Punt back to serve. 18-8 is the score. And it's match point over on court number 2, Waukee Northwest, with a chance to win it here. And there's a attack and a kill off the hands of Johnston. A side out for Pleasant Valley. Back to serve will be Alleman. 19-8 is the score in set 4. Another match point coming up on the other court for Waukee Northwest, up 24-20 in that 4th set. Here's the serve from Alleman. Quick attack out of the middle. Out of bounds, hit off Helming. No touch, and a point for Pleasant Valley. Court, no. I thought that was match point, but nope. 24-21, another point for Cedar Falls. Over on court 2. Double do it here on the broadcast. Alleman with the serve. Here's Helming out of the middle. Tracked down by the setter Brome. Returned back by the Spartans. See what the Dragons will do. Hit over by Bell. Pleasant Valley gets it back. Left side pin. Blocked back by Bell. Down it goes. Bell with the block. Point Johnston. Bell with the block. 20-9. Johnston back to serve. It'll be Helming back to serve. Josie Punt will rotate up to the front row. 20-9 is the score. Serve taking by the Spartans. They'll tip it over the block. And the Dragons send it back. Here's Bell out of the middle. Blocked but out of bounds. Off the block of Reagan. And a point for Johnston. Another serve coming for Helming. 20-10. Pleasant Valley 5 points away from advancing to the semifinal. Here's the serve from Helming. Nice pass by the Spartans. They'll attack middle. Down it goes. That was Reagans with the kill. Gabby Reagans with the kill. Side out Spartans. 21-10. Back to serve will be Albrecht. Albrecht back to serve. 21-10. Match point, and Waukee Northwest has just knocked off Cedar Falls to advance to the semis. Back on court 1, tooling it off the block is Josie Punt. Side out for Johnston. 21-11 is the score. Top 3 seeds now have advanced to the semifinal. Dowling Catholic, Ankeny Centennial, and now Waukee Northwest, the 3 seed. Here's the serve by Smithson. Taken by Pleasant Valley. And down it goes. The attack by Smith with the kill. Stella Smith with the kill. 22-11 is the score.
We're getting a tall order for the Dragons here to get back into this game.
22-11, 3 points away. Abby Stats back to serve. And Stats down the far side. Set goes outside to punt. Blocked back by the Spartans. Back to punt. Goes line. Gets it through. Josie Punt with the successful attack for the kill. And a side out point for Johnston. Schmitz to serve, trailing 22-12 in set 4. Schmitz back to serve, top of the tape. Dug over by the Spartans. See what Johnston can do. They'll set up out of the middle. Raymond kept alive by the Spartans. They'll send it over short. Set goes outside. Here's Punt with a roll shot. Diving get by the Spartans. They'll go back row attack. Buy themselves some time. Right side attack on the slide. Raymond blocked back by the Spartans. Another block by the Spartans. Down it goes. Point Spartans.
Tell you what, we were talking in between the match or between the periods here. Molly Albrecht just is giving that senior leadership, the only senior on the squad for the Spartans, but just really willing her team into the position that they're in right now. Done a great job of just pulling these underclassmen along with her.
Here come the Spartans, 23-12. They'll go to the middle. Smith hits it over. Dug up by Johnston. They'll send a free ball across. And it works. Attack by Smithson. And a point for Johnston. 23-13 is the score. Just a ground attack, but it was effective. Smithson. Here's the attack. Served by Punt. Spartans dig it up. They'll send it over out of the back row. Kept alive by Johnston. They'll attack middle, off the block, down it goes. Maeve Raymond with the kill, 23-14. Your margin of error is so small here if you're Johnston. 23-14. Pleasant Valley with a side out. They can serve for the match. Right side attack, Spartans blocked back. Raymond and Helming combine for the block. 23-15 is the score. 3 straight scored by Johnston. Johnston to serve. Here's the serve by Punt. Same spot. And a double contact called against Pleasant Valley. They struggled in serve receive the last couple of points. Here comes another serve from Punt. 23-16. Johnston staying in it. And the serve from Punt. That's 4 in a row scored by Johnston. Back row attack. See what Johnston can do. Punt goes outside to Helming. Diving get by Pleasant Valley. They'll keep the point alive to the back corner. Run down by Punt. Helming, left side. High hands. And Pleasant Valley can't track it down. Another point for Johnston. 23-17 is the score. And a timeout called by Pleasant Valley. So Johnston, if nothing else, they've forced Pleasant Valley into a timeout. We'll come back to the Extreme Arena with more championship volleyball in a moment.
What's affordable to her might not be for him. Our means may be different, but our need for energy is the same. And keeping the price for that energy as low as possible is exactly what we strive to do. It's what we've always done. Investments made 10 years ago have kept prices nearly unchanged. Investments made today will help keep prices predictable for the future. With energy that's cleaner, reliable, and affordable for all. An energy future that's American-made. Mid-American. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back to the Extreme Arena, the host site of the 2023 Iowa High School Volleyball Championship quarterfinal Monday. as we are in Class 5A quarterfinal, the 4-5 matchup. Pleasant Valley, a 2-1 lead over Johnston. 23-17, Pleasant Valley 2 points away from advancing to the semifinal. Johnston, however, on a 6-0 run. Here's Pleasant Valley. Spartans will set it up on the outside. Blocked back by Johnston. Reloading are the Spartans. They'll send it over on the back road. Out of bounds. Point Johnston. 23-18 is the score. 7 points in a row now by Johnston. Each team has one timeout remaining. Here's the serve by Punt. Quick attack. Tipping it. Johnston keeps it alive. They'll send it across. Here comes the Spartans on the slide. Dug up by Johnston. They'll go outside. Helming has had the hot hand, and it continues. Another point, 23-19.
Man, I'm not going to say anything. We've been here before, so nothing to say here. Scoreboard says it all.
Johnston now with 8 straight, 23-19. Johnston trying to force a 5th set. Here's the serve. Taken in the back row by the Spartans. Outside, left side attack. Big swing, got it. Big attack, Haley Asselin on the left side. And it's match point coming up for Pleasant Valley. Stella Smith to serve it. She's led the way with 14 kills for the Spartans. She'll try to serve and end it here for Pleasant Valley. Smith serving. Johnston in serve receive. They'll go right side. Over to Raymond. Blocked back by the Spartans. Pushed over by Helming. Johnston back outside. Helming cross court. Spartans have it in system for the win. Left side. Dug up by Johnston. Helming left side over the block. Down. Johnston stays alive. 24-20. Match point number 2 coming up. Johnston with serve. Ballou back to serve. 24-20. Set point, match point number 2 for Pleasant Valley. Here's the serve by Ballou. Deep serve. Spartans have it. Quick attack out of the middle. Kept alive by Ballou. Johnston can't get to it. And Pleasant Valley wins this 4th set. 25-20. After dropping the first set, they win the next 3. 25-22, 25-21, 25-20. We'll take it courtside for the award presentation.
Pleasant Valley 3, Johnston 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medallion and commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gene Berger and Aaron Gerlich. Congratulations, head coach Rick Brooks and the Dragons of Johnston on an outstanding volleyball season. And now, Molly Albrecht from Pleasant Valley will advance her team on the bracket to the semifinal round. Pleasant Valley fans, your team advances to the 5A semifinal and will play Dowling Catholic on Wednesday at 10 a.m. right here on Court 1. Congratulations.
Welcome back to the Extreme Arena here on court number 1. Pleasant Valley, the number 4 seed. They down 5 seed Johnston in 4 sets. The top 4 seeds advance in Class 5A quarterfinals, setting up the semifinals on Wednesday. Austin, what a match here.
I mean, Albrecht, the lone senior on the court for the Spartans there, just willed their team to that win. The right person there, putting them on the bracket to advance out to the next round. Looking forward to seeing what they can do against Dowling.
Pleasant Valley, they will be paired against Dowling Catholic on Wednesday. That is a 10 a.m. start time. At the other half of the bracket, Ankeny Centennial, the 2 seed. They'll play number 3 seed, Waukee Northwest. Pleasant Valley, they were led by Smith with 14 kills, one of 3 players for Pleasant Valley to finish in double figures. It's going to do it for the broadcast. Thank you for joining us for the Iowa High School Girls Volleyball State Tournament here from the Extreme Arena.
This is our son, Sebastian. In 2021, he took half a pill he didn't know was counterfeit.
That tiny pill contained enough fentanyl to kill him almost instantly. Kids buy them on social media and share them with their friends, not realizing how dangerous they are.
Please talk to your kids about not taking anything that's not directly prescribed to them.
Our child will never get to grow up, but we want yours to be able to.